Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to WFSO Aftermath. Um, this was supposed to be pre-recorded today, but I decided I'm gonna do it live this week and do it pre-recorded next week. So that's what I'm gonna decide to do with that. We are going to talk about the Bucks and the moves that has been made as free agency talks has started at it was 6 p.m. started in New York, but 5 p.m. here in Milwaukee time that they started the talks. So we're just gonna get to the talking about the Bucks stuff right away before we talk about the stuff that's going on, like with Ric Flair. Well, granted, his release that he wanted it, and Bray Wyatt has been released too. So there's like rumors out there about that, and apparently JoJo was released earlier than that, but we'll get to that in later. But let's talk about the Milwaukee Bucks. Like I said, free agency has started today. See, I got on my Bucks gear that finally came yesterday and today. So the new hat, new shirt. I'm drinking non-alcoholic beer. So let's get to it. The good news is that they did resign Bobby Portis to a 2 year, $9 million deal, which they can do something like with somebody. One of the analysts had pointed this out. So after next season, like Bobby Portis can opt out and get more if he wanted to. So it's kind of the same thing what Kevin Durant did in Golden State. Like signed like a year, didn't have a player option. So kind of like back and forth. So same thing that seems like that Bobby probably going to do with just to like try to get more money as it as all as it continues. Um, yeah, I think within an hour that the game is going to be playing for USA and I forgot who they playing against, but yeah, that's going to be tonight. Here's the bad news though. The bad news is PJ Tucker is going to Miami for 2 year, 15 million. The thing was that the Bucks could have matched that if they wanted to, but then again, it's been like mentioning a little bit, and and PJ Tucker mentioned it during the seasons, like he don't like playing in the cold. So the funny thing is like you don't know like how the schedule is going to be. So it could be like one day you could be out and playing against Miami for something like that. Then you can go to like Houston or something like that. Then the next minute you're back in the cold for like maybe a week or something like that. But I guess that's how some people are. They like the fast life with the which my cousin kind of pointed it out with the cars and the women and nightlife. Like we do have a nightlife, but like with the situation, with the Deer District, it's gonna grow more and more because like they're gonna have a hotel that's gonna be building in the fall. Apartments in that old Journal Sentinel building that's gonna be they're gonna start construction this week. Well, like just building the inside, and they're probably gonna do like little work on the outside of it. So I guess I can understand if they're doing something like that. So cool beans. But anywho, so it's like you're thinking about it right now, and like who's available for the Bucks to pick up, and like all the stuff like Kyle Lowry got traded to Miami. Um, there's okay the trade with Russell Westbrook to Lakers. Dwight Howard returned to the Lakers, and yeah, like what's gonna, who the Bucks is gonna go after, like who's available. Um, it's like it's hard to like find like some teams available, especially like what they need. Although there two draft picks that they picked up on draft draft not draft day, but yeah, NBA draft. I'm sorry, on Thursday, like they traded their 31st pick for the 54th 6-year pick and two future second round picks that the Bucks will be getting from the Pacers. So I guess we'll see like who are the future picks that the Bucks are going to get. So the one's from Greece and one played from Seton Hall, but he's from European, but he just played like all 4 years at Seton Hall. So he's like he could be like a forward center type player, kind of like how Bobby Portis is, and they can probably if they start to play this guy, they can actually like relax with they can relax with playing Bobby Portis, like just have him just always be the power forward, then have this guy play the center or wherever the case may be. It just all depends like how they're gonna do this because like you got your draft picks. Okay, you kept Bobby Portis, although you lost PJ Tucker. You lost Ben Forbes, which is not a big deal because he was more like an offense guy and not a defensive guy, and that can, like, don't get me wrong, Ben Forbes from the regular season, he was good, but the first, like this first series they played against Miami, yeah, he was good, and just everywhere else, like with Brooklyn and LA, he didn't play none of the Phoenix series. I know that, but like with Brooklyn and the Atlanta series, he was like kind of like a no-show. So it's like it really wasn't a big loss. So it was just one of those things. Like if he's gone, he's gone. And I guess talks is that he's gonna be signed with Brooklyn. But then again, they gotta worry about are they gonna keep Spencer Dinwiddie or are they gonna? Because I know they think about trading DeAndre Jordan, and just like it also is Brooklyn going to stay healthy this season? We don't know. Like some, like few of the players like up in age and things like that. So we'll see. Also, I just can't think of like who the Bucks will get in the off season that's a free agent, or they can go with one of the draft picks. They can also go for his Giannis's brother, Costas. They could go for him if they wanted to. And plus, like you got Thanasis, he's a restricted free agent, which I think most likely they're going to keep him. They probably going to be like a contract he's going to agree to, and plus he get to play with his brother, so why not? Um, Alex is available, the other Adam Kumbo, but he got like worked out with the Pacers, but he hasn't been drafted either, so most likely he's a free agent. But then again, there's teams that's not even in the that wasn't in the draft. They can pick him up, or it's just not that many options out there for the Bucks, like to get for for who they should like get in free agency since they have like more money to spend now. I mean, because like the 15 million that PJ Tucker was in, because that's expired, and they have that, and plus they have the 5.9 million mid-level exception that they can do. But it just all depends who they're going to get. Are they going to call somebody up from the D League, from the G League? I mean, like, who knows what they're going to do? So it's going to be tricky, but like, who else is like out there? So I would have did a quick video on the PJ Tucker and Bobby Porter situation, but I didn't have something to talk about besides like wrestling. Wrestling, like, could be any wrestling or WWE and things like that. So yeah, so I'm just trying to see is there anything else I'm going to talk about? I know we're going to talk about the other stuff with like with wrestling and things like that, but I might do a video, or there could be more moves going on tomorrow that the Bucks might do. So they got time. It's just like the two draft picks. Like, of course, I was talking about the guy at Sandal, or I think it's Sandal, that can play like a power forward center, and they got the other one that's from Greece that can play like shooting guard and small forward. But it's like they got their centers and they got their that small forward or power forward, that the combo forward that they can go after. So that's probably something I'm going to talk about on the video that's I'm probably going to release tomorrow, but it will be released before this week is over with. But the Bucks. I'm saying it's possible, but I'm not saying it's going to happen. But it's possible. Just antics and stuff like that. Anything can happen. Or would have came to the going to, but I'm just saying it could be an option. Could be Drew Holiday at the point, Chris Middleton at shooting guard, Kawhi Leonard at small forward, Giannis at power forward, and Brook Lopez at the center position. So they let's see. I probably gotta do search. Impact Wrestling Homecoming. I didn't know that they had a pay per view until the day before. Um, let's see if I can find it on here. Homecoming. Because I think they had like a mixed tag team tournament. Um, let's just see if I'm just seeing if it's gonna pop up. Okay, there we go. Like, I kind of wish I would have known sooner, but then again, I haven't watched so much Impact and stuff, like, because other stuff was going on. Like, the draft was, this week, well, this last week, and still celebrating from the Bucks championship win, and it's just been a big month in July and August and stuff like that. But let's see. Here's the results. So, and Drama King Matthew, well, let's just call him Ryan Volet, defeated Hernandez and Alicia. Um, I knew I spelled her name wrong. Chelsea Green and Mary Cardona defeated Jordan Grace and Petey Williams. Tom, Tommy Dreamer and Rachel Irwin. DK, Rosemary, and Crazy Steve defeated Fala and Flava. Fala Ba and Tasha Steele. Semifinals. DK defeated Rachel Irwin and Tommy Dreamer. Diana Parajo and Drama King Matt defeated Dylan, and Drama King defeated DK. So they are the king and queen of Homecoming. And they did had other matches too. So Diener defeated and Eddie Edwards his first loss. So just from looking at it, it looked like it was a good thing that they, did something like this. If they do, we'll see. But I'm just surprised that Eddie Edwards gave Morrisley his first loss. So yeah, for his release and been great. I guess it's all because they wasn't using him ever since he were doing something with Lacey. Because the thing was, them two was going to have a match at WrestleMania, but Lacey Evans ended up being pregnant. So why not? Because I know a lot of people throwing all these scenarios that he can come to AEW and stuff and do what? But I don't understand you getting like a contract, or they could have signed him to like Legends contract, having tour around or stuff like that. So definitely missing though the meet and greets. So that's just what I think. Like that's what they're missing right now. They can bring everything back, but they just missing that. But yeah, Shane McMahon announced executive chairman of Ideanomics. Let me go to that. We'll talk about that. But while this is loading, we talk about the big weekend that we had here in Milwaukee. WWE was in town. Um, it was a good show. You thinking they wanted to have more people around and things like that on the show, but unfortunately, it's like they just had certain people be there. But it was a good show. I did put up a video of the highlights of the show, so you can go on right here on YouTube and look at the past videos of like that, or you probably saw it on the screen. Probably not on the screen here, but you'll probably see it like. Oh yeah, I can't do that on here, but when I'm live. But yeah, look for that video. It'll say WWE in Milwaukee, July 31st, 2021. Just look for that here on YouTube. But overall, it was a great show. It was good to be back, like watching a show. Like for me, it's been like 17 months since I seen a WWE event. The last one was like NXT when they was here in February of last year. That was the last one. Other stuff that was going on yesterday in chairman of Ideanomics. It was announced that he has been appointed to the Royal. Oh wait, Ideanomics is a global company that focuses on the convergence of financial service and industries. Um, I'm not gonna read all that. Shane, who is still a member of the Raw roster, has been away from WWE storyline since his steel cage match lost to Braun Strowman at Night 1 or WrestleMania 37. Which was kind of explain why, Shane is not there as of late. So, just trying to load and stuff. So, while this is loading up, we looking Sunday. Well, yesterday. Well, CeeLo Pro has been coming up here in Milwaukee for like a few years now. They do maybe like a few shows a year up here, and they mainly, have shows in Chicago and some places around Illinois. So it started in Chicago, and they like come in, they come here. Also Nebraska, they're starting to do the show there in September. Just a lot of stuff that they're been doing, but every time they do have a show here, they're bringing a couple of big names up. Jordan Grace, who's is currently the women's champion, and they got like other indie wrestlers as well. Like some from few of them from here, most of them like live in Chicago and Illinois and stuff like that. So, well, it's a good thing because it's like it spreads out too, and it's like they have like a good women's roster right now, and which made it interesting. They had like two matches, women matches. Well, they had three actually. What I'm talking about is three. One ended up being like a triple threat match. One was a 1-on-1 with Wisconsin's own Sierra versus Brooke Valentine. Um, I'm not going to say who won and stuff like that because y'all have the opportunity to watch it for yourself on Thursday at 7 o'clock on Fight TV. So you have your opportunity to watch it yourself and see it. So not going to spoil it or anything like that because it was pre-recorded. Normally they do shows on Fight TV Live, but I guess like since they had to change the date on there because they were supposed to have a show on Saturday, then suddenly WWE's in town, and I guess they know they wasn't going to be able to compete with WWE, so they just moved the date to yesterday and had a great show. So it was like a lot of surprises that was going on and some funny moments and all that stuff. So I don't know when the next time Zelo Pro is coming back. So maybe sometime in the fall. But I guess they just like working out dates and stuff like that. But we'll see. Probably the next big event that they're gonna have at Zelo, not Zelo, but at the Turner Hall Ballroom will be Mick Foley, which he will be there on Tuesday. I think it's the September. Hold on, let me look. I know it's on a Tuesday. Which I will be at that show. Um, there we go. Yeah, Tuesday is September 28th. Um, I might go to that just like hear his stories and stuff. Although he's going to be at GLCW on September 25th. That'll be the first time that GLCW be back in the Circle B Recreation Center since May. They were supposed to do a show last month, but I guess they canceled that. I think they canceled it like was it like I think it was 2 weeks before the actual show. So it was like thrown in there like last minute. So I can understand. Like some people, go to show. Be like fall is going to be like big things coming to head in the fall in the Wisconsin wrestling and stuff like that. So keep going to wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com to check out upcoming events for this month and until it hit like September. Wait for stuff events like that. And also, if you look at the meet and greets, there's stuff that's going on like the meet and greet for this month and next month on Saturday. JoJo was was quietly released like 6 to 8 months ago. So kind of surprised over that. But then again, like people getting released after they had their baby and stuff like that. Maria had experienced that. So just crazy. AEW Rampage shows out at the United Center. So like on August 20th, AEW is gonna be hosting AEW Rampage at the United Center in Chicago, which the next week they're gonna be in Chicago. That no that the next week they will be in Milwaukee on the 25th of this month for those 3 days for Dynamite on Wednesday building. Then All Out would be the pay-per-view they would have will be on that Saturday the 4th will be at that same place. What's called the Now Arena, what used to be the Sears Center. A few weeks in August. let's see what's going. What else? What else? Not going to read Dark Elevation results or anything like that. Cool. Let's talk about the tonight's Raw. Of course, the MVP Bobby Lashley and Goldberg had like a face to face or whatnot. One handicap match, Veer Sankey with Ginger Mahal going against Drew McIntyre. So this jumped Drew McIntyre, end up and Drew McIntyre winning by disqualification. The right call, besides the other call that they made last week, which I don't know why would they would have like Drew win by disqualification. He should have lost by disqualification. But who knows? All three men was going to attack Drew McIntyre with the chair, so Drew McIntyre went to go get his sword. So it was a good match, and especially like I guess Nia Jax got caught in the side, like her face was like bleeding and stuff like that. Um, so it was an interesting match, and Rhea Ripley did win. Um, I guess like Shayna Baszler, and Nia Jax had like a little bit of argument. Then Baszler left. Then suddenly Rhea Ripley did the rip tie. Well, and she managed to get her. So yeah. Mansoor Mustafa Ali versus Mason T-Bar, the rematch from last week, which ended up Mason T-Bar ended up winning that match. Um, After that, it seemed like they was going to Mason T-Bar was going to go get Mandor, but Ali kind of got in the way, pushed him out of there, and got chokeslammed for his trouble. Uh, um, Tamina went against Dewdrop, which was another like heavy hitter. They ain't just like big, but I'm just saying they could be like tall and strong too. Like Tamina, like tall and strong. So Dewdrop is a big girl too, but they got like tall. But you know what I'm getting at. But Tamina won the match, and I guess Bliss was out there, talk about both of them and laugh like. And the loser of this match is Eva Marie. Crazy enough. Damian Priest was on Miz TV, talking stuff. So first he ended up fighting John Morrison, and Damian Priest won. Sheamus attacked him, and Ricochet came in, and it ended up being a tag team match. I think that 3, 4, 5, 6. But Ricochet and Damian Priest went against Sheamus and John Morrison, which Ricochet and Damian Priest did. Karen Cross versus Keith Lee. Keith Lee won. This was the rematch from last week. Uh, 9 matches. Wow, so far. The 24/7 title match. Reggie versus Akira Kazawa. It had like a little giz, and like Reggie was doing this thing, and he explains why he. And God, this Raw could have been a pay-per-view. That's what you get when you go to like wrestling shows and they sell out. You get at least like more matches than what you like bargained for, which was good. For you guys that don't like go to like shows and things like that, like this is an example of like going to shows and seeing like how much they build up, that you have like 10 matches in one night, because that's what I'm counting, like 10 matches in one night. This could have been a pay-per-view. By the way, how many matches there are, and And that's why y'all got to like sell out shows. Y'all can get more of what you bargain for with your money when you like go to like WWE and TNA and well Impact and stuff like that. So go to wrestling shows wherever you like them or not. There may be some people that's in that is in that brand that you might like, but like there's a lot of people there. I'm but in 10 matches, so they probably mentioned the next time that they, gonna be going back to Chicago, but somebody probably, posted it eventually. But anyways, this Charlotte and Nikki Ash match, been back and forth and just crazy with using tables, candlesticks, and all that stuff. So fans like the match. So the second rope dropping per that Nikki used to pin Charlotte and get the win. So she did beat Charlotte. Backs was a good show too. This was another good show because this shows that when you like go to shows and like it sells out, they will give you money for your buck. And I think some people don't understand that. So it just shows that shows can be pulled out that good, and you know go to them is that good, but it's just that beginning segment that the crowd was kind of weird. Like they was booing Goldberg, then they was cheering Goldberg, booing, cheering, and stuff like that, which is kind of stupid. It's just like, what are you doing? Just unbelievable. Although the fans could be insane in the head and stuff like that, but it was still a good crowd enough that they enjoyed the show, and WWE gave them their money's worth, and good for them. But I'm gonna look up something right quick. Trying to see if they mention the Raw show or whatever. Hmm. Um, uh, let's see. Let's look for that. Maybe mention something on Twitter because they ain't got anything on their page. They probably ain't gonna post it yet either. Just like they mentioning on in Milwaukee that Raw we're gonna have Raw on December 20th. Let's- Hmm. Nope, they really didn't spoil anything, but oh yeah, Facebook. Of course, I'm in a few Chicago groups. So before we go off the air, we're gonna look and see like when the next time WWE is gonna be back in Chicago. Could be a pay per view, or it could be whatever. So I'm sorry, y'all, but it's like going a little slow. Um, I apologize because this is going real slow. But if we have more information about when the next time WWE is going to be in the Rosemount, Chicago area, we will post it on the Wrestling Fans Speak Out group on Facebook. So look for the Wrestling Fans Speak Out group on Facebook. Also look for WFSO West Coast, Midwest, East Coast, on WFSO South. Also look for WFSO UK, WFSO Australia, which is doing very well over there, and WFSO Canada. You can look for all those groups on Facebook. So you get a chance, please check that out. Also, look for WFSO on Twitter. Although I haven't done much on Twitch, so I apologize about that. But I might just do like different like exclusive videos for Twitch. So haven't been on there as late, so apologize about that. Trying to think. You can also, whew, excuse me. Of course, you can look at our past videos and stuff on Twitter and stuff. So I apologize for not posting uh WFSO throwback for the past 2 weeks. So I'm gonna try to remember and try to do That's just crazy, but anyways, um let's see. Let's go to. Just gonna go to a few of these things, those functions, and also check out our website, wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com. Check us out on that. And that's not what I asked for. Or anything. While I'm doing this, I'm gonna start with like wrestlers of the week. Starting next week, so watch out for that. There, go to that group. But I'm gonna get out of here and just just look at some like Buck stuff and things like that. So keep on looking for us on YouTube. Like and subscribe to this channel. Also, if you want to enter our giveaway, 175 subscribers, I will give away a Lorenzo Kane bobblehead. If it's the gold one or not, I'm not gonna say. You're just gonna have to find out for yourself. I know I'm gonna give Bucks After Dark one more week, so I'm gonna get a hold of them again tonight if they want this Iron Hammer fungal fungal pop. So if you're still not getting it, I will use that for a different giveaway at a different time for something else. So I'm just going. I know it's been a while since he's supposed to claim it, but not saying anything about it. I know he's probably off the high of the Bucks winning the championship victory and stuff like that. I think we all still are. We're kind of still like partying until they get their rings and the season actually begins. And plus, like whoever they pick up in the coming days for free agency, we'll see from there. But anyways, 200 subscribers, we will give away a Brewers hat, not hat, but a Brewers t-shirt and a Brewers mask. So if you want to enter in there, In these giveaways, all you got to do is like, not like, but all you got to do is subscribe to the channel. If you already subscribed, you're halfway there. Thank you and welcome to the channel. We do got 154 subscribers so far, so we end up getting a few of them this week. Also, besides subscribe, you got to comment on this video and other future videos until we get to that mark. So the more you comment, the bigger and better chance you get to win. You probably gonna end up winning the bobblehead or the t-shirt and mask. Depends where we get to. So 175 subscribers get the person I choose will get to win a bobblehead or Lorenzo Kane, and the 200 subscribers, whoever I choose from there, whoever had the most comments at that time, will get a Brewers t-shirt and mask. And that's all you got to do. So I'm out of here. Like I said, next week's episode will be pre-recorded just to give myself a little bit of a break at night. Just to do that. So I don't know. I might do it the next 2 weeks, but we'll see. But next week will definitely be pre-recorded. So watch out for that. And let me get out of here. This is Artrell, and y'all see the future videos that's gonna be posted. And I will see y'all. Well, y'all will see me next week. Or earlier than that, you'll see the other videos that's posted on YouTube. Until the next video, and y'all have a good night and have a good week and enjoy your wrestling and go Bucks go.